Alright. Hello. It's your main man, Sean Something to Write to Lewis, coming at you live and direct, aka your friendly neighborhood Something to Write to. Let me go ahead and throw that out there while I'm here. Sitting to my left, as per usual, every other Sunday morning, my main man, Mr. Brad.
Or any other basic white boy name you can think of.
Ron Jeremy, that's
Bob.
a porn star.
Oh my god.
I didn't even mean for those two names to,
coincide. It's
Yeah.
alright though.
But this is the Best of Men podcast, episode number
4.
5.
5?
Is it 4 or 5? All
You
right.
pick.
You be the judge this week. I think it's 5.
I think it's 4.
So it's either 4 or number 5. I'll figure it out before I post. But coming at you guys, man, and today we are going to sit down. We got some things to talk to you about. Actually, Brad has a topic in which he wishes to discuss.
Man.
And if you hear Sesame Street, I almost said Backstreet. If you hear Sesame Street in the background, that's because we got little children here today. We're running that Geek World Network daycare all day, every day. So anyway, we got some topics, man. What do you got going today, man?
I want
What's
to talk
up?
about teachers and healthcare providers and how they are grossly underpaid. How vulnerable you are growing up as a child and as a senior citizen, you're not able to do things that you were able to in your prime. So you need assistance, if you will. And these teachers, these healthcare providers, CNAs, nurses, whatever you would classify these under that category, it's a big umbrella, a broad spectrum of people. They're all grossly underpaid, and a lot of them are unhappy. And not saying that money makes happiness,
But
but-
money makes freedom. I can say that.
yeah, it takes away a lot of stress when it comes to finances, because a lot of the times people in their relationships, single, their life period, they stress about money. That's one of the biggest stress in America today.
I'll tell you, I'm stressing right now.
Yeah, I already know.
So, as a result of them being paid low, do you feel that's affecting the education
It
system
definitely-
and the effort the teachers put in?
Well, not necessarily the effort, because a lot of teachers nowadays, they already know what they're stepping into. They want to make a difference.
Yeah.
But especially in
That's true.
the state we're in Oklahoma, we're probably one of the most underpaid for a teacher, period.
How much are teachers making? Can we put that out there?
Like right at $30,000 a year, if not less. And they're expected to buy extra shit like school supplies and papers, and if they want to do any extra thing for their students that the school doesn't really necessarily think is necessary for for anything that has to do with learning or teaching the children, then they expect you to take care of it. You pay for it out of your pocket. Things like that.
The
That's why-
teachers.
yes.
They
That's why,
expect the teachers to pay for it.
that's why that one teacher in Oklahoma got a lot of publicity because she went panhandling for school supplies for her kids for in her classroom, and she blew up because of it, because she
Yeah.
actually showed the world there's a problem here. Like, this is a big deal.
Yeah, I was unaware until
it-
you brought it to my attention.
It took off. Well, I mean, that doesn't happen just here. That's everywhere in America.
Right.
So that affects their life, their personal life. That affects their family if they have one. And a lot of teachers, they're having to get second jobs after they've already done 4 years in college and already have all of this debt, these school loans and things like that. They have to go be a school bus driver or be an extracurricular teacher for
Yes.
like swimming classes and all this. Like, my math teacher, my freshman year in high school at Rogers, was also a bus driver and a swim coach, so she could make more money on the sides. She was an awesome teacher. She made a great difference. She didn't make enough money to make that difference. She had to work her freaking life away,
Yeah.
and currently probably still is.
Man, I definitely agree. I feel teachers and people that provide services like that to the
Yeah.
people, I believe they should be paid more. What are your thoughts on things we could do to change things?
Really, man, we need to start paying them like we pay doctors.
I'm saying, how can we go about that? That's a lot of money. How can we,
Do you want? Why do you think that our education system in Oklahoma, period, is one of the most failing school systems in the country? They're the lowest paid teachers in America.
Yeah.
Okay? They barely have gas to make back and forth. They have a salary, right? They get paid once a month. They have to find out how to make that salary stretch them for 30 days. On average, 30 days. And it balance their life and then whatever else they want to do in order to feel like they're accomplished as a teacher.
Yeah. Man,
It's not okay.
I agree.
But they still do it. They're the real MVPs, man. They're the superheroes in today's society because we won't get anywhere. Any generation we have, from ours to beyond us, under us, our kids as kids, will not get anywhere without education. Nowadays, you have to have at least associates or a bachelor's in order to get anywhere in life.
Definitely.
Okay? I mean, look at us. We do physical labor. Okay? We bust our ass to go make tiny ass bread.
And not get shit.
We don't make much. We make enough to survive. And
but I mean, the education system, man, that's our child's future.
Right.
You know what I mean? Regardless of what kind of jobs we have. And I know that's not the culture.
As a parent, that teacher.
No banging on the tables.
Sorry. I'm very animated when I get riled up.
Just point at the camera like you're mad at them.
Teachers. You want teachers to be happy. You want them not for your sake, for your kids' sake.
Definitely.
You want them to be okay financially. You want them to be their best as a human being, as a person, in order to do their job.
Which they need to do at their best. So they need to be taken care of so they 100%. Can. I mean, if I was doing a job, reason I'm not a teacher, which I feel like I'd be a cool teacher, but that's besides the point. You know what I mean? I feel like if I got the example right here. Check this out. I work for a job where I bust my ass and get little for it. Do you know what happens when an employee works his ass off for you and you don't take care of that employee?
And they don't feel appreciated?
And they stop to not care. They start care.
They start slacking off.
Whatever. You want to give me some lip? Then you want to give me some lip, little student?
You're not gonna pay me what I'm worth? I'm not dealing with this.
Your future's done. You're over. You're going nowhere.
Get out of here.
You know what I'm saying? So that's a scary thing.
Yeah.
To be honest, the fact that
when you think about it.
Yeah. I was worried I wouldn't have input on this subject when you were telling me about it earlier. Brad called me about it earlier, man. He said he wanted to talk about this.
It's been on my mind for about a week. I wrote it down so I could talk about this. I didn't want it to escape my mind.
So what influenced this?
Man, I ponder a lot when I'm at work.
Yeah.
I mean, I still get my job done, but you can't stop a thought from happening, Our intention is to change this world. At least to change the viewer's perspective and outlook on things to make the world a better place.
Definitely, 100%.
I don't know. Where my mind went was, why is society failing? Don't look too worried there.
Sorry.
Kid's gonna be doing the same thing.
Anyway, why is society?
I was wondering why society failed. Like, why are we failing as a race?
Do you feel it starts with the education system?
I feel like it's a big part of it.
Do you feel
I don't feel like that's the sole reason.
I feel like it's a big circle, man.
Oh, yeah.
It's a big circle. We're not putting into the teachers, so the teachers ain't putting into our people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just kind of like, but do you feel it starts with education? That's the key problem.
No. I feel it starts with media. A lot of the problem with society we have today starts with media. Social media, to be more specific, because...
Facebook, @Comicaster. Ding! Go ahead. Sorry.
Boy. Social media.
No, I'm with you, man.
Like the memes that are lit. I'll never do that again. The memes that are like...
Dab. We're cool.
Shut up. You're going to make them leave.
Anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry. I don't mean to cut you off.
You're good. Man, these memes, the things that we consider funny, the new fads or trends that are happening, they're all ignorant. Okay? The way it's pronounced, the wording on the meme itself, it's ignorant. It's misspelled.
Man, I can get on that really quick. Just a quick little note. Guess who has a rap career now?
Who?
And is like getting views and all that. Forgive me for saying this. That Catch Me Outside, how about that chick?
My God.
She got the views. And guess how her name is spelled? I think her name is Bad Baby. But here I am. I'm very analytical and such. So when I read that name, it's BHADBHAB. And I used to type like that. Let me not pretend like I
You were part of society.
I was a member of that. So anyway, but I pronounce it now. Bad baby. Anyway, we probably look like dorks. I don't care.
Yeah,
dude.
no, but like she is poison to the brains and the minds of our younger generation, the people, children that we are raising, that we intend
Definitely, man.
to take over the world when we get too old.
I agree. 100%.
And we have CNAs and healthcare providers taking care of us. You know what I'm saying? I'll get into that in a minute. But those types of things, those people, they get this it's supposed to be 15 minutes of fame, and it's like they blow up, and it's way more than 15 minutes of fame. They're getting talk shows to bring them on, like Ellen or The View. Like, these are just examples. She probably hasn't even been on these shows, but I'm just saying. With that being said, she gets noticed.
And we're not just focusing on
not her.
Bad baby.
Yeah.
No. In particular, we're just saying
Just an
in
example.
general, man. We got these artists, fuck her.
Artist.
Throw her to
She
the
ain't
side.
even an artist.
Yeah, fuck her. Throw her to the side. I guess we are getting on her.
Okay.
Throw her to the side. We got these artists, man. And as an artist myself, man, XMC, I hold that the responsibility of being an artist and an MC on my shoulders very heavy, because that is it's a place of help me out, of responsibility, I guess.
There's some form of responsibility when you take the culture of hip hop and throw it on your shoulders, and all you want it to be real, because you've seen hip hop itself in this generation, like 21 Savage and Yellow Bodak and Kodak Black and Lil Yachty
today.
Yeah, dude, I'm gonna get on all of them. I don't listen to none of them. I don't even know their lyrics because I don't want to.
I thought this was Living with My Wife, Batman, and hip hop for a minute. Go ahead.
They're no good. They send trash lyrics. They send wrong messages.
Exactly, it's the messages, man. They're not talking about shit, and that's the problem.
Right? They're not saying anything.
And
all they're doing is this. They're running their mouth. They throw a sick beat behind it. People in generations, our generation, even now today, don't listen to the lyrics anymore. They listen to the beat behind it because they're too damn lazy to actually listen to the lyrics. They just hear the music.
People don't want to think.
No. They get tired of thinking.
I agree. People don't want to think anymore.
Take it like
they
this.
just want to feel good.
You don't want to listen to music. You just want to hear it.
You don't want to feel it in your soul.
You may be unsure of what it does to your
judgmental.
inside. Yeah, I'm judging you today. I'm judging all of society.
So Brad showed up with a rant. He's upset. You guys have upset him today. That's what this podcast is. The Best of Men Angry 2.0. So we can't help but feel outraged, as men, young men with,
children,
young families to provide for,
sons and daughters. We're trying to bring them up to be decent human beings, contribute to society and be decent people, and not be a shitty person or a criminal or a drug addict or anything of this that would drop into a statistic of where we came from as children. We were put in a statistic because of our background and who raised us, and we overcame that. And what we're trying to do,
somewhat,
we're still a work in progress. Okay.
But
No, I'm not perfect. He's not perfect. I'm sure as fuck not perfect. Okay, don't take that. Don't look at me like that. I love you.
he's so angry.
Anyways, it irks my soul. Okay, I feel like people on this planet should be way more considerate of other people and their feelings. Not necessarily like, oh my god, you hurt my feelings. No, you can't do that. No, don't be a puss. All right, somebody hurt your feelings. That's okay.
That's gonna happen in life.
It's gonna happen no matter what you do. But you don't need to go make a blog about it and take it to the president because somebody stubbed your toe. You know what I'm saying? Like, people whine about the smallest things nowadays.
Let's bring it back to teachers.
Teachers.
Not getting paid enough. You went on a rant there.
Yeah, dude.
So, man,
I'll bring myself back.
What my question was, what are some things we can do as, right now, me and you, we're sitting here. What can we do to help this cause?
Bring awareness. We need to let people know.
We can bring awareness.
Right. It's
What
gonna
are
have to start with that.
We could probably do like a petition or something to make.
I feel like a petition would be a good idea, but we need to get some we need to push behind it with a little bit of advertisement. Maybe, use social media for what it's actually
Are we going to start
created for.
banging this out through Geek World Network? Is that you better push that cause in. I'm with you, but
Well, look, man, there's a lot of things that this world needs to work on as human beings in order to create a good society, in order to be able to coincide amongst each other without hate and racism and just all about me, number one, and fuck you and fuck him. None of that.
You know
it
what?
needs to be everybody for each other, no matter your color, no matter
Each
your
other.
religious views. People need
Sorry.
to work with each other. And to start that and create good and decent people, we need to start taking care of the individuals that help this world grow. And our children and their children
I
and their
feel like-
children's children. We need to take care of them so they take care of us.
I agree with that 100%, man. But side note, I'm going to go ahead on my own zone over here.
Okay.
And state you are fully correct, so I'm not knocking your point.
Well, let's go ahead and have a debate.
First, we're not having a debate. We
Okay.
can have one. I've never had one like doing this. So
Right.
I mean, it's not a debate. What I'm saying is, okay, yes, we need to concentrate on them and helping them, but do you know where we need to start? First and foremost, the whole sole purpose of why we made the podcast, which we are doing,
Right.
it starts within oneself. People need to start taking looks into themselves.
They need to start asking the right questions.
Yeah? Like what?
Like, one, how do we change this? Where have we gone wrong? What do we need to do to fix that? The questions we're asking today.
Because this was a topic that I was very much unaware of. I never would think about the teacher.
I didn't either, man. It just crossed my mind, and I was like, well. And then I got to thinking. Whenever I went to school, middle school, high school, no matter what, a lot of my teachers had more than one job in that school. They were doing more than one thing. They weren't just being a math teacher. One could be a math teacher, and then a geometry teacher, and a calculus teacher, and a trigonometry teacher, and a swim coach, and they could do all types of different things because they got to make that bread to make their lives.
So what's a reasonable pay you feel for a teacher?
At least $55,000 a year.
Which, how much an hour would that be?
I couldn't really do the math.
I can't either.
Let's see. If you knock it down to $60,000 a year, and you cut that into 60,000 goes into 6 times. You got 2 more months. I don't know, dude. Bust out a calculator.
We don't gotta do all
We
that.
gotta do all that.
I agree with you, man. I'm fully supporting that. I
Okay.
feel as if we should get on our activist shit.
It'd be
5,000 a month. How much an hour?
Hour.
We're
Say-
using the fax checker back here.
40-hour week?
yes.
Okay, give me
Is that how
That's
long
what they're
teachers?
supposed to work, but that usually ends up running around 50 to 60 hours because they have to do work at home and do tests, grade tests, make
So it'd
tests,
be about
pop quizzes.
$31 an hour.
That's fair. Why'd they go to do 4 years at college to get a degree to do
Right
this?
though, you're right on that. You're right on
They
that.
can't
I just
drown
on my
in student
end,
debts
on my
and try
end,
and help society when
I
they're
agree.
failing as
I
a
agree.
person.
And I feel that's very important. But on my end, here I am sitting selfishly, like I bust my ass. I didn't go to school though.
Right.
I didn't do shit.
You
to get
didn't
more
put
money.
yourself in debt to try and make a difference.
You're right. You are right. Which I will eventually, I'm sure.
Right. I probably
But-
will too. It's the thing, man.
33 an hour. You know what that would like be like making that kind of money?
It'd be over $1,000 a week, and you would be very comfortable.
Do you know what I do
So
with
would
that?
that teacher.
Yeah, you're right. You know what I do with that 33 an hour? Rent this week, rent next week, rent next week, rent next week. Because that's where I'm at in life, man.
You're just trying to survive.
That's it.
Trying to keep a
man.
roof over your head.
That 33 an hour ain't just trying to survive anymore. You're good.
Right.
You're trying to invest
You have the
into
option.
you can invest into the education system. Which you,
have the
just said.
option,
You started
right.
off saying that they sometimes
They
a lot of
invest
times they have to
themselves.
come out of their pocket.
Right.
They could invest with that 33
They'd
an
still
hour.
be able to sustain their home, their
There's
environment.
absolutely no reason the education system should not have the money they need to get
That's
school books.
half of what a doctor makes. Okay, and that
Which a
that's-
doctor's job is very important, you know.
I'm not knocking a doctor at all.
Right, right,
But a doctor, a real doctor, has to go get a PhD, and that's 10 years of school.
right. Well, that's what I'm saying. Doctors' jobs are just as important.
You need somebody there to know what's wrong with you when you don't know.
Definitely.
But you also need that teacher there to show you what you don't know, to teach you, to move you up, so you understand the core curriculums of life and what you need to quote unquote succeed.
Here's a question for you, man. Sorry, I'm hitting Brad D sick and such. Here's a question for you then.
Okay.
Let's talk about programs within education, because I don't necessarily feel they teach all the right things. What are some courses in which you feel should be inserted into our education system? High school.
In high school?
Yep. What are some things?
Financial advice.
Yes.
People need to know how to make a resume. People need to know how to do their W-2s. They need to know real life shit from when they get out there to do these real life things, become adults, and sustain as an individual. These 2 curriculums for foreign language that may be necessary to graduate, but I feel it absolutely necessary. Probably not. They need to learn more things. I'm not knocking foreign languages or different languages at all,
because those could be useful.
If you want to like travel in your life, study abroad, go to school in a different country, by all means, you know what you want to do, and you are going to prepare yourself to be okay and coerce with other people in a different culture. Not everybody's going to move out of this state. Not everybody's going to move out of this country to go make
a lot of people
life.
Will not. A lot of people are not leaving Oklahoma.
A lot of people are simple. Okay?
Definitely.
And like Robert, for instance, not to throw his name out there, but I mean, people don't know who exactly I'm talking to. Like Robert, he's a simple man, but he's loyal to the bone. You know what I'm saying? He has what he does. He knows what he does. His volunteers, like the things he does to make a difference.
Yeah.
What he thinks makes a good man. And he does it. And he's loyal all the way down to the end.
So with this whole conversation, man, what I feel in my heart, with everything we're trying to do at Geek World Network, and just me and you as individuals and as a team, because we're a team, me and you, man. I don't know if you know that, but you know.
I never looked at it that way.
We are, man. We're very much a team.
Man, can you tell sarcasm when it slaps you in the face?
No, because I'm coming from the heart right now, so I didn't expect you to.
I'm just a natural smart ass.
So, what I feel like me and you should do.
What's that?
You know, I know we got a lot on our schedules and a lot on our hands, but we should look into certain activities that we can participate in to help benefit society.
Yeah.
Definitely. I mean, I already do the little Spider-Man charity stuff. You could get involved with that with me. We could also look into other things, though, that I feel we could start putting our fists up for.
Yeah.
And just really, my mother would be proud of this conversation. I'm just going to tell you that. This is already in me to do. You know, revolutionary type shit.
You already have the drive.
So I'm just saying, I guess while we're on the podcast, it just now has become the conversation. Why don't we become more active, more proactive within our communities, man?
Because I guess we didn't have a reason to until now. We didn't have a true reason to get out there and make a difference.
I feel we just didn't think about it like that. We really.
Well, I mean, we're so busy, man.
We are.
It's hard to try and put it in the schedule.
But I mean, raising our kids up and they see us doing things like that, having our hands in the community, trying to change things, man. I feel
it does make a difference.
I feel like that's where a man should be.
It influences your kids. Wholeheartedly it does. It influences your children when they watch you do chores around the house and do dishes and fold laundry. No, it shows them that...
No, you're right. You're right 100%. I'm just being an asshole.
Right. I understand. Nobody likes doing fucking chores, dude. That's why adults are so grumpy all the time. They done work 10, 12 hours, now they gotta come home and wash the dishes? What the fuck?
Don't make sense. Don't make sense.
But that's what life is.
It is. It is what life is, unless you start up a podcast and it takes off and you can get maids. I'm just playing.
I'm not letting you get a maid.
If I
gonna do them damn dishes, bro.
I'm gonna have a maid, a manager. I'm gonna be chilling.
You ain't having a manager.
I'm gonna work.
We're not having somebody else step in and take our money.
Do you know how beneficial a manager could be?
So I can. You know how beneficial a financial advisor would be for you?
Very beneficial.
Okay.
So,
but that's not the topic.
So check this out. Hold on. Let me just go ahead and tell you real quick. A manager within Geek World Network. Check this out, because I'm basically, in a sense, I feel I'm everybody's manager, right?
Okay.
In a sense, I'm the one bringing you guys together, getting you guys to sit down. Let's do our work.
What are you, the director, the producer?
I'm the director, the producer, the manager,
the judge, the jury, the executioner.
I am that. I am all of it, man. I'm the end, the beginning. Not
Alpha,
to be,
Omega. No, I'm just kidding.
Nah, but for real, and on a serious note, like, I have to. First world problems, for real.
Yeah.
You know, I go to work.
I named them lyrics, right?
Really?
Yeah.
He showed me some lyrics earlier, man, that he wants me to do some things within hip hop in my own way. So I'm not biting lyrics. Anyway, I know it's a sin in hip hop. We're not gonna get into that.
You can't hit this. It's dry.
It tastes burnt.
Thanks for letting me know that.
I didn't know. I was on something.
Okay.
You interrupted me.
Proceed.
What was I saying? You fucked me.
Director, manager, managers.
Okay, so I go to work, man.
Yeah.
I got a kid. I got a wife.
Right.
Right. All while trying to do this creative dream here. Right.
Yeah.
Correct.
We got little Martin over here. He's got a dream.
I don't feel that's acceptable on this podcast.
Okay, I'm sorry. I retract my last statement.
All while trying to do this dream right here, right?
Yeah.
I have 4 editors on our Facebook page.
Really?
Correct. Guess how many of them post? Me and Alex.
Okay.
There should be no reason. I'm trying to pump content. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm here trying to work, you know? But on top of me trying to work. Now, the reason is that I should have to do that is because that's the grind.
Right.
You know, there's no bitching when it comes to that. But there should be a time, I feel, where I no longer need to do this because I have built this company into something that is a beating heart.
Right.
And it runs on its own. Why does it run on its own? Because I got little Debbie over here doing that work while I'm over here coming up with creative content, making things happen.
Right. I understand that. And those are all steps to take when it becomes a beating heart. But let me tell you this right now. We're sitting in your dining room.
We are here. Here's our background. We built
We're
this.
sitting in your dining room. We're not sitting in a facility or
Right.
a building
Right.
that was built because Geek World Network took off. Okay,
So
we're not there yet.
What we have to do right now, what I have to do
Is the grind.
is grit my teeth and just make it happen.
Exactly.
Make it happen. Stay on y'all's ass so y'all can get to work and start doing more and more and more and more and more.
Oh, okay.
Which is why half the team has left me a couple times. Is because I grind. I'm about to grind. You've worked with me. You know how I work.
I know how you
This
work.
is your first time I feel working with me creatively. But,
Yeah.
you know, it's the reason rap stopped is because, you know what I mean? I grind. I'm constantly, hey, let's do this. Hey, come on. Hey, idea here. Hey. And people like to sit on the couch.
Yup.
You know what I'm saying? Not saying that about anybody here at Geek World Network, but I'm just saying, man, it's all about a grind. But, anyway,
I get what you're saying, but we're not there yet.
we're not, but we
So
will
you
be.
can't. So you can't have maids yet.
Not yet. I don't even know if I have a maid, man. My wife would be like, "Fuck, you need a maid for
Right.
it. You're an
Why is
adult."
there another woman in my house?
Exactly. He could be a man.
Yeah.
I have a man maid.
You man-made?
Yeah. I'll have a man made because I'm man made.
All
Not
right.
yet, but you know what I'm saying though. There's absolutely no discrimination.
I want to
towards
get on
the sex.
the topic of healthcare providers, CNAs.
Okay, you are coming with some shit today.
The people that take care of the elderly, especially in this state, we have a problem with because you get people in that they're certified, but they don't really necessarily have any experience or training, and then you're dealing with either a senior citizen that could have Alzheimer's or could be senile or just a lot of physical ailments, is always in pain, and elderly people, senior citizens, a lot of the times get the bad rap for being a grump ass. They're always mad, they're upset, they got that sad face, they're always angry. Like, you gotta understand, they've already lived life. They've probably went through the depression and you ain't went through shit. And they're probably looking at you like, you little spoiled brat, you ain't had to do nothing, you ain't had to work for you. You can't stop them from thinking that. And that's not your fault that they feel that way. But when you hear stuff on the news like these elderly people are getting abused and beat on and tied down and what? You're gonna do what? Imagine if that was your grandma or your grandpa or your dad. Like, come on now. You're gonna let and expect to put them in a assisted living home, and you don't want to even think for a second that they're gonna get abused by
Right.
somebody, or they're gonna get mistreated, or they're not gonna get their meds that or the prescription that they need in order to sustain, because they're either in pain or their mind's leaving them. Like, You're old.
I mean, a
You're
lot of it too, man.
You're
People just
decomposing inside. We're all organic, you know.
people don't have that respect.
No.
Man,
Especially in our generation, they don't respect nothing. They barely respect themselves.
they don't respect themselves.
That's why you got all these hoochies running around and all these fuckboys. But anyways, that's a different subject for a different episode. I'm just saying, you don't put your loved ones in an assisted living home and be like, oh, I expect a call in about a week or a couple weeks or a month that grandma's getting a little out of hand, so the CNA socked her in her throat hole. You don't want that. You don't expect
That
that.
happened.
I don't know if somebody actually punched an old lady in the throat, but I'm saying like these old people get mistreated, dude, by
I
some
agree.
rude individuals.
I'm really just being joking today.
I know.
I'm sorry.
It's cool, bro.
I'm in full hearted. I'm just having a good time,
Yeah,
and I got
that's fine. I
so
never stop thinking.
yeah. Anyway, continue. Brad's rant.
Yeah,
That's what today is.
it's Brad's rant.
Go ahead, man. You talking truth. I like it. That's why I'm backing
Best
down
of
today.
Men podcast / Brad's rant.
That's how I'm posting it. Be ready.
And it's not because they don't get paid enough. And I believe that because I actually knew somebody that was in the healthcare business as a CNA for assisted living. And let me tell you, the stories I heard from these elderly people, they were rude. And they can be real rude. And they try and get away with shit because they're old and they think they can. Now, it's not always the CNA's fault. But if you come back and there's evidence that you've beat on them or like bruised them or like tied them down, like that's out of line. You're not
I agree. It doesn't make sense.
right. If you can't handle that,
Need another job.
you need to get out of that field of work because that's not okay.
I feel you got to come with a heart for that kind of work. My wife does that. Kind
Yeah,
of
you
shit,
have to
know
have
what
a
I'm saying?
bleeding heart.
You got to care, regardless of how asshole the old people are.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That doesn't make sense.
But
How
I mean,
asshole. But yeah,
people that actually care about their job when they're in that line of work, like they actually create a bond and a relationship with these.
definitely.
with these
And a lot
senior
of
citizens.
times, at least with my wife, man, check it out, because everybody whose job my wife comes and takes in that field, they have problems with the women's and the old people. Period. When my wife shows up, she's cool.
Right.
They love my wife. My wife gets along with them.
because they can sense whether or not you're a genuine person.
Right. So I feel like you got to come in
But
with
even
that
those
with a
people
heart.
that have a bleeding heart for society and that want to make a difference and actually care for the elderly, like you're supposed to, because as America, we've kind of lost
America.
that. Okay? If you go to Mexico or Guatemala or like third world countries, the elderly get taken care of by their family. Okay? And they do whatever they have to, whatever it takes to take care of their family. Because guess what? You expect your children to wipe your ass when you can't. When you're blowing your ass in your Depends and you can't change your diaper, who do you want there to do it? You want some stranger or do you want your kids? Stop it.
I'm just saying. I'm working right now.
People that aren't in America, that aren't distracted by society and propaganda and social media and get all these ideas and just these wrong views of life, they actually take care of their family because they believe family's number one. In America, we're the only country that takes our parents, our elderly, our loved ones.
Are we really?
Yeah. And sends
Wow.
them to an assisted living. We don't want to deal with you no more, Grandma. You're getting senile. Sorry, bye. You can't do that. That's not right. How does that make your grandma feel?
Unwanted.
Exactly. That's why she's a bitter old lady pissing off the CNAs that beat them. People with bleeding hearts in that field, even though like they may not be the people abusing the elderly, the senior citizens, but they can barely make a check. The lady that I knew that went in there that was certified, top to bottom, definitely qualified, didn't even make $13 an hour.
Yeah.
That's not okay.
No, it's not, man. And
You want
do you feel a part of it, man, is the employer, I feel. The person paying you. The person that decides how much you get paid. The employer.
the employer. I mean, yeah, it's their fault.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, if you went and did the numbers and looked at how much they actually charge families to put their grandma and their grandpa in these assisted livings a month, it's more than what you'd pay for a 3-bedroom apartment.
I definitely feel these people also deserve more money.
Yeah.
I can get with that.
And, I mean, that's kind of a dodgy subject because you're like, well, I mean, no. Okay? When they can't take care of themselves at home, they don't want to go to your grandma and take care of her. They can barely take care of themselves.
Right.
So that affects them. That influences their attitude, their mood, and on a daily basis. Every day. You stress about rent, and at work, you're at work. You're stressing about it. You're still making money, but you're stressing about it. Because you, for some unknown reason, can't afford rent this month.
Right.
It affects your mood.
It definitely does.
It influences everybody around you. And all it does is bring negativity.
Yes.
In a place that's already negative because these elderly people feel unwanted. You can't walk in there pissed off.
You cannot. You got to be able to handle it.
Yeah. And in order to do that, you need to make sure that person, that caregiver, is taken care of, that is okay at home. They need more money. Teachers need more money. We need to take care of the individuals that take care of our society, our kids, our grandparents.
I agree. 100%.
Yo, crusty aunt. You know what I'm saying? Like, they need to be taken care of. That was not directed
I was trying to think of an aunt who's crusty that I have. Real quick. Off subject completely. What kind of time you got? Because I got an interview here at 6.
We got about half an hour.
Well, I got to set up. We got like 20 minutes to do some jamming. And
well,
I got to set up. And then I needed to see.
We knocked this off in like next 5 minutes.
All right,
solid 40.
I wanted to see what you guys were doing after we do this, though. If y'all had to go, or if not, because I can use you.
All right,
we're on video talking. And
all right, yeah, I know, right? We're trying to work other things out. This is a podcast. We're supposed to be directed towards them on subject.
My big thing with being directed towards them is
are they there yet?
What do you mean? You asking me if they're live?
No, are they there? The viewers.
Yeah, people tune in.
Okay,
people listen. I'll show you in a minute. I was going to tell her to get on the Best of Men podcast. Real quick. All right. So, man, everything that you brought to the table today has been great. But what I want to do real quick is just see how you were doing. See how things are in life.
And, dude, I
love all that you brought. I want to check on you. You know,
my woman even asked me today. We're going to get our child from my mom's. And are you doing okay? I'm actually fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm actually doing really well.
Yeah.
We got a babysitter yesterday. We got to go to the fair. We got to go watch In This Moment. We went and ate some fair food. She got her corn. I got an Indian taco.
Yeah, I saw that corn.
Boy, that stuff was bomb. Like, I know you're having financial problems.
Hey.
But we had a little bit of extra money to go blow at the fair. I think
That's
we
fine.
did. She had it in her pocket. So, I mean, she runs finances. But it was there. We spent it.
You're going to find out after this podcast, y'all are fucked. You ain't got shit.
We're actually broke. You don't get no money this week.
But, right on, man.
And we had a good weekend. Alicia's doing well. She's starting walking.
I see that.
Her birthday's in 4 days.
Mm-hmm.
Her birthday party's...
This is the birthday episode.
Birthday episode.
Because I'm not going to catch you next Sunday. And that'll be a late anyway. So this is Alicia's podcast.
We might be able to do one next weekend. I'm going to have to put some, kind of bring some more episodes in here soon. Because when I leave for Indiana in November for Thanksgiving, we're probably going to miss an episode or two.
Ooh!
So we're going to have to push some content in before then.
Actually, it's October, man. I hate talking business during business. I got some other podcasts about to start launching anyway.
Yeah.
During right now.
Well, I think they're getting bored, so we really need to stay on topic. But,
all right. Yeah, man. I just want to check.
Yeah, dude, I'm doing really well. Alicia's good. Francis is cooking really well.
Francis, you little man.
Yeah.
All right.
I feel like he's gonna be here sooner than later, so we're just trying to get ready for that. Trying to get things set up. I'm trying to make sure I work enough in order to pay for it all.
It's all about that grind.
Yep. But we're doing well, man.
That's good. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that, man.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great, man. Going through a little bit, but we're figuring it out. So
Right.
I'm gonna get life together.
I'm just glad there's a process here. You're taking steps.
To me, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say the struggle makes the man, because
Yeah.
we are the best of men, right? We are the best of men podcast. So
We're not the best because our life is.
we ain't shit.
we
But
ain't had it so
I'm
smooth.
gonna say for the best of men podcast, I'm gonna go ahead and drop this quote, man. The struggle makes the man.
Yeah.
That quote means a lot to me because I am a man of many struggles.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? But I feel each of those struggles that I overcome and conquer.
Right.
You got to use that word conquer.
Yeah.
Because I'm a warrior. I'm a soldier. I'm a fucking.
You're a fighter.
Yeah, exactly. So as I overcome those struggles, they make me into who I am.
Yeah.
They mold me. So as I am going through what I'm going through, not going to speak on everything that I am going through, but I just know it'll make me better in the future. So I'm doing good.
We're always a
doing
work in
good.
progress.
As Luke
Believe
Cage
that.
says, forward always, always forward. We good?
Bruce Lee,
What's Bruce Lee say?
be like water, flow like water.
Sounds like a bar. Be like water. Flow like water. Anyway, man, you got anything else? Only reason we're in a rush today, man, is because I got an interview with...
I took my sweet ass time getting here, and we're
That's
on a
really
time
why
crunch.
we're in a rush, man. We had hours this morning.
Man, you ain't gotta lie to him. Just dog my ass. Let him know I was late.
He ain't shit.
I ain't shit.
I'm not either. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Best of Men podcast episode number
4 and 5.
4 and 5 at the same damn time. I am Sean Something to Write to Lewis, aka your friendly neighborhood Something to Write to.
And I'm Brad.
Peter.
Or every other basic white boy name you can think of.
That's his thing. Thank you guys for tuning in. Oh, also, real quick, fast, and in a hurry, check us out on Facebook at Comiccaster. That's COMICCASTER. Check us out on
I'm sure he'll put a link somewhere down there because he spelled that way too fast for me.
COMICCASTER. All right, check us out on YouTube at Geek World Network. I'm not spelling that out for you. It's all one word. Geek World Network. Check us out on Twitch at Geek World Network. On SoundCloud at Geek World Network. Is that all? Google Play. Just search up Living with My Wife, Batman and Hip Hop. Tune in next Saturday for Living with My Wife, Batman and Hip Hop. Tune in a little later today, this Sunday. Today at 6, maybe at 7 or 8 o'clock. Because it's not a live video. Tune in for Let's Do an Interview with Brandon Had Enough Young. Thank you.